Just when I think we're gonna be Zerefless for an arc, yet again Mashima surprises the people. Like, the more and more that I see that Zeref continuously is reappearing and reappearing, it really showcases that at some given point within the next couple years, Fairy Tail is indeed gonna end. Because, I mean, he is just, like, continuously putting the main antagonist right in the forefront. And, I mean, the past couple chapters, because, by the way, I missed last week's chapter, so I'm gonna talk about both of them in this one. For starters, let's talk about last week. Miss Brandish is fucking hype. I'm liking that. I'm liking what Alvarez is bringing to the table. I mean, granted, the first half or so of last week's chapter, it was an extended chapter, so you can sort of forgive it, but the first half of last week's chapter was like fan service, titties this, breast that, whatever, okay, whatever. But Miss Brandish fucking just getting rid of that crust fuck Marin, like, there, we're one down two, we're even now. So already looking at Miss Brandish, she doesn't seem as bad as possibly what some of the other people from the Alvarez Empire are gonna be like, because she didn't really give a fuck. She was like, oh, there's no sweets, I don't care, whatever. This is troublesome. And even the fact that she told them basically Makarov is still alive definitely makes me wonder, is she really like that bad? Maybe possibly some of the people in Alvarez are there by force, or they're doing these things by force, but they're not actually evil. It's kind of really making me wonder how some of these people are going to be like. At the very least, Miss Brandish, you can say that she, I mean, granted, she did kill Marin or whatever the fuck she did to him. Now that I think about it, her power is basically to shrink things, seemingly. So Marin probably isn't dead. She probably shrunk him down to the size of like a fucking tiny little ant or whatever. Maybe he isn't, and she just like, you know, tricked them or whatever, because again, she doesn't seem like she's that bad. She didn't really want to fight. She gave them info, and she even warned them like, yo, stay the fuck back. I don't want to fight with you guys, but just don't come to Alvarez. So Miss Brandish, cool as shit. Not actually that evil, and I'm liking this. I mean, Alvarez isn't the demons of Tartarus, so you can't expect each and every one of them to be like, I'm gonna rip you in pieces and rape you, but Miss Brandish is hype. But this week's chapter, again, finding out about her power or whatever, that she actually just shrunk the island and whatnot, crazy shit. But to see finally that Makarov is indeed still alive, what Miss Brandish said was legit. Seeing him, he's looking like he's all worn the fuck out. I'm curious as to what he's been doing this entire time. If it seems as though the Emperor was like, don't worry, we'll have a meeting, and treating him with hospitality, letting him stay there. So why the fuck has he been there this entire time, this long? Was he just waiting for the Emperor to return, and that's why he just had to sit there and wait? But then again, why no communication with anybody from Fairy Tail? So kind of made me wonder why Makarov been there that long if he's been welcomed with hospitality. We also got in this chapter that the spy that Mess was meeting up with was Angel, and it's weird with some of these characters. Like Angel, she killed somebody before, and she even warned Lucy, don't forget I killed that bitch or whatnot, but she's still helping out. I mean, I guess granted she's doing it because Mess and whatnot, the little relationship that they have there, little favors or whatever, but still, it's like, she seemed halfway decent and like joking or whatever. It just feels weird sometimes, like, this is a murderer, and yet she's still kicking in and seeming like a okay person. I don't know. And then the big shocking revelation at the end of this chapter about Zeref being the Emperor of Alvarez. I did not see that coming, because to be honest with you, I thought that this whole arc was really not going to have too much Zeref in it. It was going to play into the actual Fairy Tail story, but we really weren't going to see Zeref until like maybe next arc. But the fact that he's the actual Emperor, I'm curious if they actually know who he truly is, because they were calling him Emperor Springon or something like that, a Sprigon. Why wouldn't they just say Emperor Zeref or Emperor Dragneel, something along the lines of that? Did he kill the actual Emperor and take his place for a long time now or something? And like, why would he, I mean, okay, he has this giant empire, the Alvarez Empire, and the fact that they wanted to get Lumen Histore also explains that it's been Zeref for a while, because, you know, the whole relationship that he has with Mavis, whatever it may be. So definitely some interesting foreshadowing that Mashima's done for a while, and it's just honestly very like a twist. I didn't see it coming. I did not see that Zeref was going to be a part of this arc at all. I thought it was going to be like something totally different. And like, okay, so why is he using the Alvarez Empire? Does he just want to start war? Is it that he's been using every tactic possible to get his hands on Lumen Histore? Why go through all this when he just really wants to have this three-way battle? And I mean, if Zeref has this army, how the fuck are the likes of Acnologia and Natsu going to be able to have this three-way rumble when, like, you have a whole fucking army of just giant, strong-ass motherfuckers, supposedly? So, I mean, granted, Acnologia is on a whole different level, and we've seen that Natsu has powered the fuck up, but I'm like curious right now. And yeah, this latest chapter definitely very good stuff. I'm really excited to see exactly what is his motives. Why hasn't he done anything to Makarov, and he welcomes him with hospitality, because we've seen time and time again Zeref has like this split personality. On one hand is like he wants to be peaceful, this, that, and the third, but the second he gets butthurt about something, he's like, motherfucker, you die, you die, you die. Hey, you in the back right there. Yeah, you die. Either way, Fairy Tail heating up good shit. Last week's chapter, first half was, it was ass. It was tits and ass, so to speak. But then the second half was pretty cool seeing Miss Brandish. And then this chapter was pretty good as well. A lot better than last week because didn't have to go through any of that, titties all day. So I'll say maybe like a 7 and then an 8, something around there. Like some, I don't know, 8.5, because this chapter just, that big revelation again, Makarov's still alive, seeing him, seeing that he's waiting for the Emperor, and then finding out the Emperor of Zeref, just more questions added. But let me know what you thought of this. Did you see Zeref being the Emperor of Alvarez? Why is he doing this? And where do you see this war going? I mean, if Ms. Brandish could do that to an entire island, we have problems. And your thoughts of the chapters, but that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.